Okay, so Bibbs and I have been spending a fair bit of time. Don't look at that yet. That's a spoiler. Collecting resources for our checklist of plants, which is basically every plant except uh, for vines. Um, we're 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 having a bit of a hard time getting saplings. It took some experimentation. We tried for jungle saplings, for example. We tried cutting down a jungle that was mostly giving us oak, not very fast jungle saplings. So we tried this kind of structure, and this was giving us some saplings. Then we tried doing this, and this proved if you cut it down with a hoe afterwards to go through, this proved to be the best system. But even doing this to get a shulker box full of jungle saplings took us like 10 hours. So that was not ideal. And we still need to get another shulker box of dark oak because it turns out Bibbs had been throwing them away. So we only had one shulker of that, and a shulker box of acacia wood. So I'm building over here what will be a sapling farm, I guess. It's the same principle as this one, except it's going to have hopper mine carts running underneath this layer. So if this is the floor, you go down to the floor here. Hopper mine carts running around at that layer, picking up every drop that lands in it. Each hopper mine cart will be isolated to a chunk, meaning it can run forever without worrying about breaking it. That's going to be a bunch of hopper mine carts, but it is what it is. There's a reason it's kind of away from things because those are pretty laggy. And the idea is it'll be so big that you can chop all the trees and then not have to worry about the leaves. The leaves will decay on their own and keep chopping. And then the only thing you have to worry about is planting. So I'm imagining you chop a tree down, you put a sapling down after you remove the wood and move on to the next one and just do that. Hopefully, based on this size, you can do it infinitely. And that way it's just a matter of seshing it out, sit down and doing it. I'm going to design it so we can do 2x2 trees as well as single trees. And I'm thinking of also adding in, if I've got the space, I don't think I will, modules for mushrooms of the same system because we need brown and red mushrooms as well. I don't think that's going to fly though, but I'm certainly willing to, actually, why don't I could do, there's a pod, this is one pod, so this can be mycelium. Oh wait, but that'll spread to dirt. I don't think you can plant. Let's find out. This is a good way. Let's test it real quick. Creative mode. Mycelium. Let's just search it. Mycelium and saplings. Can you plant a sapling on mycelium? Oh. Oh, but I suppose you'd have to have two because the mushroom will get rid of that. So it would be, excuse me, get rid of that. So each pod would have to be like this. Yes, it would. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So each and every tree spot will be like this, and either you have a 2x2 tree or a 1 tree or mushroom, whatever, and you spread this all along through here. That's going to be good. I think that's a good system. And this is, if it's not big enough, I'm going to eat my shorts because that's a huge area. Cool. Okay, so what I have to do next is I'm going to put the hopper minecart layer in before the dirt, obviously, because that's the easier way to do it. So I have to place in stone bricks for a floor in this entire area, which does also mean I have to do a little bit of terraforming to remove some tops of these hills, but and some trees. So woo, that's going to be another big grind. But I always say, like, I didn't mind building this stuff to try and farm that. I wish I didn't bother because this is obviously going to be a better system, but, more infrastructure is always good. You always want to be building in your world. Grinding this small section out for a total of something like 12 or 13 hours, grand total. I could have built something larger to solve this problem faster. So, more infrastructure, better. I'm always happy to do it. You don't build big worlds without adding infrastructure constantly. Okay, so it's been, I don't know, all day pretty much. 10,000 stone brick. What is that? 12 stacks of iron blocks for the beacons. A lot of dirt, actually. There's probably still 2 shulkers or something like that in dirt, which doesn't feel right, but it is what it is. Maybe there's more stone here than I think there is. Whatever. So I'll give you a general idea. We saw that I planned out the 2x3s, these, in the last clip. We're going to have them spaced out about every so often, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, so on and so forth. With obviously like stuff between them, like roads or whatever. So like blocks, probably a path of some sort here type deal. So if you imagine that's a solid block, imagine that as a solid block surrounding the thing. And then we can have, I don't know, path or even just grass or whatever, who cares, running down otherwise. Hide lighting in various ways, who knows or cares. This will obviously be lower than this. I put that up there so I could see the height. The next thing I need to do is put in the lot of hopper minecarts. If we kind of fly up like this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 60 hopper mine. That's also 60 droppers. Dropping the items below into water streams for collection, which also means I have to clear out all of these structures to facilitate that. There's a reason I happily built it mostly above the ground. We have to put in the hopper lines, the redstone block lines. That's going to be a lot of redstone blocks. This is going to be a very expensive project, and I did not realize how expensive until kind of this exact moment. Wow, and it's not even going to be that automatic. You still have to plant and cut down the trees yourself. Holy cow. But it's cool, and I've got a cool idea for like the walls next to it to make it look good. Am I regretting this project? More and more the further I go, but the further I go, the less able to abandon it I become. So good luck to me, I guess. Okay, plans changed because that was going to be, so it's, what, 10 of these Y, each one's about 160 blocks, because it's a chunk. So we're looking at 160 times 6, that's 960 redstone blocks-ish. Translating to almost a shulker of redstone blocks. That is insanely expensive. Really ridiculously expensive. So instead, I have redstone torches. It's going to be a little bit bigger and bulkier, but worth it. Oh shoot, I should turn off my fan. How rude of me. Okay, so I've had a thought. I was in the middle of something and I'm doing a completely different. So I realized that like one redstone. Why did I come over here with none? I don't even have to go over there to do it. Let's find it. I have here and I put here. So like one redstone torch can power a bunch in either direction, right? So if I don't know if there's a way to lay it out that'll do what I want is the thing, because I want to have the gold in, let me try and explain. So like obviously we want to have, for like the fastest cartage possible, is it's only regular rails on the outside with powered rails on the inside. So it still means we need to get a power source all the way down, but like that's doable. This strip is for hoppers, to pull the items out of the hopper minecart. So what I need to achieve is maybe levers would be the way. I would run levers all the way down. Oh wait, but I need to make this the start and end point. I gotta get these hoppers in so I can kind of plan this before I do too much redstone planning, I think. You know, worry about one problem at a time. Right now I'm working on 2 very different problems. And I'm having a hard time keeping up. So maybe let's just refocus. Let's get these hoppers crafted up. I've been running the iron farm for a while. I have no idea if we have enough iron, but we do have a chest of chests, a shulker of chests. So I've just got to craft up. Has somebody taken some iron? What? All right, well, we'll get to the bottom of that. All right, the mystery was solved. Bibbs had he took them, and then he crafted them. So that's not exactly what I wanted, but at least he at least he didn't run off with it. Not like I don't have a bunch of iron already. I just, you know, I was collecting this iron for this. It was already decided in my brain. See, I'm all messed up. I'm having a hard time. Which chest has what? Oh, I'm so easily confused. We'll get there. We'll get there. Shulker box for the hoppers. That's so much. Why do I have a whole separate one? I can just put it in there. Oh my god, that's how much him crafting the iron derailed my thought process. My gosh. Alright, I'm starting to think maybe. I don't know what I'm starting to think. So right now it kind of looks like maybe we do something a little bit like this. And then we can wiggle back and forth. Will that work? Let's wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh. This is so awkward looking, but I think it's gonna work. And then I can just do a line. Can I get a redstone torch somewhere that hits the whole thing? Sure. Okay. So yeah, we just snake it around like that. There's this kind of weird angle we've got to get so it, because we want it to loop, right? It needs to loop. It doesn't loop, it doesn't work. So, because otherwise you have to have like a stopper block, and either you build, oh, I could have a stopper block. There's no reason I can't. There is a reason I can't have a stopper block, because this one would leave dead zones if I'm okay. So I do have to do this. Sure. Then this is what we're gonna do. Obviously, you have to not do that. It's got to go the whole. I don't know if this makes any sense. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Problem. This entire line. So I don't want. I need the hoppers going a different direction than these rails. I'm glad I did this, because this is what I imagined, right? You know, you've got the air quotes theoretical starting point. It goes all the way around, zigzags through, all within one chunk. Good stuff, right? But you can't have the hoppers where this is. It can't do that. I could just not have hoppers the whole way and just lose some unloading capabilities and have like redstone torch. Well, I think I'm gonna do levers on the underneath as well. So underneath these blocks, do a lever or lever, rather than a redstone torch and a block underneath that, because that's going to be kind of twice as bulky as it needs to be. So if I then remove these entirely, turn them so they're sideways, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, let's do it that way. So zerp. Grab that bad boy. There you go. It's me. Okay, and then like so, like that, and then instead we can do the hoppers. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a really good spot for it, actually. This is an even better spot. And then we'll have the droppers face. Oh, I already put all those ones in. Oh well. Excuse me. That RuneScape gains. Right, so pick roughly the middle. Boop, boop, boop. Is that the level I was doing this at? Is that the level I want to be doing it at? That is a level I was doing it, but do I want it there? Right there. I think I do. I think that's... Oh, let's put it on... I could probably squeeze a dispensing thing this way. Oh, I totally can. I know which one I'll do. Cool. Ka-chow. Head on back up. Go. Boop, boop. So now every time the minecart heads over that, it'll deposit some, send it to the dropper, which will auto remove its contents. It doesn't yet, of course. Ka-chow. In the immortal words of Lightning McQueen. Get that bad boy going. This is super expensive, and I am saddened by it. But, and then all we gotta do is put the levers underneath and flick them. Okay, okay, okay. That'll work. That'll work. We have to have one on that end as well, but that's no biggie. That's no biggie. I can do that. Cool. So this is 1 of 60. Oh my god, that is depressing. Alright, this feels like a milestone, but now that I'm actually here, I can see that it doesn't, it's not really anything. But I've been able to move a workshop over. Why did I do it like that? I wanted to not have things on the spot. So that's a spot, that's a spot. They're gonna be mycelium actually. Just because you can plant trees on them. I think. Really test that out, shouldn't I? So like I was saying, these pods, that's not what that is. These quarantine zones? Was it too soon to say quarantine zones about things that aren't, you know, biohazards? Anyway, these little sections. Oh, excuse me. They got that. This is gonna be walkway. I'm probably gonna like mix in some like moss carpet with light. Have lighting in here that isn't torches, and that's gonna go all the way around. But we've got our first of the chunks in, except for the doohickey. The minecart isn't doing the doohickey, and the dispenser isn't doing the dispensing. Oh, you know what? I can totally do it this way now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's not a big deal. I should probably use the compact shroom light dispensing build just to make sure that I don't have space issues. Yeah, okay. So I gotta get 60 shroom lights, which is easier said than done, actually. Alright, it's been like 50 hours of this. But it's built. It's probably 3 times larger than it needed to be to do the best version of what I was anticipating. This is kind of like, seriously, like, let's sprint and jump. Why did I make it this big? Like, I could probably have gotten away with, I'd say probably that down to the end, and we've got that twice over, kind of thing. So this is substantial. I still have to get these converted to mycelium, and then figure out the light. I think I'll probably put like glowstone in these corners, and then moss carpets on top, or maybe like scattered. I should figure out the perfect layout for light, and then do that, and then so that we can just like 1 glowstone block and 1 moss carpet, and that'll kind of lower the profile a bit. And then I have to do the collection stuff and put the hopper minecarts in. Hopper minecarts are going in last. There's none in of 60. So we've got to get this dispensing system. I have to go get shroom lights for that. Then we have to create the water stream system that will take it all to one central location. I'm thinking probably somewhere like near the middle there, kind of thing. Yeah, so a fair bit to do on this project. I'd say this is probably going to be the most expensive part finished. Thank God. This was super expensive. I brought a shulker box filled with gold. This is how much is left. So I used that much gold. So much gold. The iron we didn't really dig into that far. We've used that many hoppers so far, which is, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, divided by 9 blocks of iron. Also, I used this many on rails, and then there's about 4 stacks for each of these beams. This is a crazy expensive project. But, I'm excited to make something this big. I don't know if I've just tackled a big thing like this. And I think I'm gonna do it completed, like aesthetics and all, in a straight run, because I'm kind of vibing with it. So huge though. This is where we're at so far. Okay, hello. So far we've got. I better fly around and show this honestly. So we've got. This is completely. Oh my God! Look at this disgusting torch. This is completely built. I still have to get mycelium where these are. It's on the to-do list, but that's in place. All of the item dispensing modules are in place. We've got the area we're going to bring the items to, as well as like the landing pad for it, which will also access as like a walking access point into here. Now I'm creating the water streams. I'm going to have one on either side of this. So like this half will feed into this storage half, and this half will feed into that storage half. I don't know how there was a squid there. It's just a matter of the, again, incredibly expensive task of bridging them all together. Like, that's going to be a lot of, no matter what block I use. I'm using glass. I might need to buy more glass, but that's fine. We have access to that, so that's what we're up to on this Ultra project. Let's switch into spectator mode. So we've got the water streams in. I don't know how easy it is to see them through all the... It doesn't look that bad from down here, actually. All we did is, from each and every one of the droppers that we put in, the water goes out and then into a central stream. I could have made this even less by having this one and this one both face into this stream, but I was not the most diligent. So we've got, basically for every line going this way, we also have an associated water stream going this way, but then one for each dropper coming out to bring it into that central stream. So they all come out into this line. Same thing, they all come out into this line, which feeds into this shared line. And then we've got it split in half. So half will go here into this water stream, into those chests. And the other half will go into this water stream and to those chests. So all that's missing for this to be a functional build is the hopper minecarts. There should be, I think, 60 of them in this, which is many. There's not going to be really any easy way to put them in. So, nothing to do but to do it. Wish me luck, I guess. Yeah, this just has to be awful, I guess. Alright, this is the final 2 hopper minecarts in place. That's 59, and lucky number 60 coming up. Ka-chow. So every single one of these hopper minecarts is contained completely to the chunk that they're in. So they'll never unload, at least never unload in such a way that they can lose their momentum and get stuck. The only way they could theoretically become stuck is if a mob of some sort, either a spider or a bat, were to make their way in there and stop the minecart from moving. And once it's built, I will have that possibility removed as well. So, congratulations all around to everyone, mostly me, because I did this almost alone. Bibs helped with some of the glowstone and Ah, I still gotta change these to mycelium. Ooh, I do not want to be doing that. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I have to dig out all the ones with grass, and then just one from all the other ones. Holy cow. Why did I put grass into any of them? That blows. So I guess I'm not quite as done as I thought I was, but I'm also not super far. The mycelium will be kind of annoying, but nothing too catastrophic to have to get. I'm going to get a shulker box and see how that treats me first, I think. That is the final block of mycelium. Just to test to make sure I could in fact grow, I did plant some saplings, and there you go. There's a grown tree on the mycelium. So yeah, we have done. It is finished. We have... I mean, it's not finished. I still have to finish the visuals of the build, but it is functionally complete. It does what it is designed to do, and it will do so reliably, without fail. Very, very exciting. I should probably put glass into this or something. I will at some point. Maybe, who cares, because if you fall in, you stop the minecart, you can nudge it again, and you can just hop back out. So it doesn't really matter that it's open. I just gotta finish the stuff I'm gonna do with like the outer stuff, so you don't see this exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be cool stuff. I got pretty neat plans coming for this. Very excited to get to it. Okay, so we've made another lump of progress. I already collected up, actually, a shulker box of acacia wood last night and this morning playing Group Iron Man mode on RuneScape with my friends. I'm kind of playing 2 RuneScape accounts and Minecraft right now. But, you know, that's what the gamer life is. Excuse me, there's some more clicking to do. So we've got this wall put up. This is, you know, so you don't look into there. And then we got these in, and I'm going to do this to help make it look, obviously, not flat. And then I've got to put a little bit more stairs in over here, the cobblestone stairs that are going here, and then the trim for every one of these sections. And then up here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill this with water, as like kind of like it was an aqueduct. And then I have a cool surprise for later as well, that we're not quite close to. So that's how this project's going as far as like finishing it. Yeah, very, very, very big progress. I've only been doing this for about an hour too, so like I really am cruising, because that's all of the wall put up, and then these, and then that. Doing good, doing good. Okay, so this is stage 1 minus the water. Excuse me, you saw nothing. Okay, now you can hang on. We should sleep for this. Now we have the base part done, and I could call this project finished at this stage. And then it's, you know, it's a farm ready to use in all of its ridiculous size and glory. But no, I have an idea to take it just a little bit further. Make it just a little bit crazier. Also, there's some stuff I have to do over here. I mean, I don't have to. It's fine like this. Just, you know, connect it. But no. I've got a whole plan. So, you know, why don't I just kind of show you, excuse me, RuneScape. So the idea I'm having for the next section, I'm looking for stone brick. Well, let's make some stone brick. And then I need those, and maybe just a little bit more for test purposes. Okay, so there's no way for me to confirm this, so I have to do some prep work. Give me a second. Okay, so I put these grass blocks around to show me where to do it. So I want to do now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I think an 8th to go over. And I want to build basically like a second aqueduct higher, with water flowing from these ones down into this one, and then I want to have this one actually spill out in some points as well for the aesthetic. That's the idea. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to build up a section of it for like a test and then see if I hate it, if I need to change it, if it's the entire concept's garbage. We'll see, because I have not done anything with this yet. All right, so this is the still not done, but this is the shape of what we're gonna go for. Oh, you know what? Hang on, I just got a big cool idea. Big cool. Let's go ahead and I'll show you what I'm thinking on that. So obviously these seem a little bit weird right here, right? So what if I did something like that to them? Nope, not that. Wrong stair, wrong stair. Give me the other stair. I thought I had... There they are. I only have 2 of these blocks left because I used them all. But if I do that, does that look 1000%? Oh, that looks so much better. Oh, yeah. Sick. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. All the way around again. And then we're going to have water coming down from these points into the thingy. And then from these points, maybe both sides? I don't know. Ooh, that might look good. Ooh, I'm getting so many cool ideas for this. Excited to keep going. All right, so we've taken some time and we've added in all of these downward like water streams, and I think this looks pretty darn good. The swamp part, a little bit less so, but it's got its own kind of vibe going on. The water, I think the water really does add... it does add a fair bit. And yeah, I'm gonna call this done, except for this part still. I want to build a structure to kind of hide this and make this like a doorway, entryway of a building. Oh my god, it's not at all done. I still have to put slabs underneath there. Oh. We very finally have red mushroom, brown mushroom, crimson nylium, warped nylium. We've all the plants we need to move on to the building stage. We have all the plants that we need and the supporting blocks associated to finally start the planning stage. If you've forgotten, because you know I might have. It's been so long. Oh my god. I only pray that that's enough, because it takes a very long time to fill a shulker box here. Let's go like way up so we can get a good nice overview of it. It takes a really long time to fill a shulker box with dark oak saplings. Now obviously the whole thing isn't going to be dark oak stuff everywhere. I'm going to break it up with you know, different designs, different places, but this is a really massive area. So, it better be enough. This just better be enough.